This is Photoshop CS6 version. CS6 stands for Creative Suite number 6. Photoshop's been around for a really long time and it's come a long way. It can do some pretty cool things. This is the basic layout when you first open Photoshop. You can customize it to what you want. The tools over here allow you to alter the image or canvas, whatever you're working on. If you hover over the tool for a second, it pops up and tells you what the tool is. It will in a second here. There we go. Rectangular marquee tool, move tool, etc., etc. Once you click on a tool, up here gives you a sub-menu of how you can manipulate that particular tool. As soon as I choose a different tool on the left, you'll see options up here. Where your picture is or poster, that's what we call the canvas. Over here are this is your layer menu, so you could have different things on different layers. So you don't have to keep everything on one image. It can keep it separate so that if you want to move something later, it's much easier. When you open an image, the first thing you need to do is unlock it. You'll see the little padlock here. To unlock it, you double click. OK. It has to be unlocked or you can't do a lot of things. Now, these different sub-menus where you can alter the image depends on what you want to have happen here. If you're a graphic artist, you'll need a lot more up here. If you're a photographer, you'll have different things up here. I personally prefer to have my Navigator window up here. So the Navigator is a window that will allow you to zoom in and out. So I can zoom in and I can grab this. Sorry, I can zoom in here. There we go. My computer's a bit slow. And I can move this box around so I can work around the image. That's one way to zoom in. The second way to zoom in is to grab your magnifying tool, and wherever you click, that's where it's going to zoom in. If you want to zoom out this way, you have to hold down the Alt button and click. And the final way is to hold down Alt and use the mouse, the wheel on your mouse. Now, if you're on a Mac computer, the right click and the wheel on your mouse may not automatically be on. You have to go into the settings menu, click mouse, and turn on the secondary button and then the wheel. Now, if you want the Navigator in your palette over here, you just drag it. I don't need histogram because we're not doing photography. And I personally like to have my my Navigator window larger. I don't use my adjustments and I don't use my styles very often, so I'm going to delete all of these things. You don't have to. It's just what I prefer to have my workspace looking like. Now, if you accidentally close something and you don't know how to get it back, you're going to go to Window and just reopen it here. So that is Photoshop layers and tools and layout in general in a nutshell.